NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Boston Celtics. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Irving to Allen Crabbe. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Irving into the front court. Just getting going here in Game 1. To Griffin. Durant to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Griffin. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
It's Boston with the rebound. To Parker. To Marcus Smart. Parker. To Brown. Down low. Short jumper. Won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
To Parker. Work it down to Brown. From the painted area, won't go down. Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Looking good. 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Parker. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Had a chance, but it's no good. To Marcus Smart.
Blake Griffin ain't he playing LOL.
Here comes the screen. To Parker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Parker. Tatum. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Griffin to Durant. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
KD with the rock. To Griffin. Irving. Probing the defense. And a pass stolen by Boston. Easy path to the rim.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Parker off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Griffin to Irving. To Griffin. Jason Tatum sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Parker into the front court. 14-10 the score. Here comes the screen. Parker gets it in the left corner. To Parker. Kyrie Irving. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. New blood coming in for both sides. Done. Boston with 4 to shoot. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Simmons to Drummond. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Jabari Parker, 3 for 4. Good start.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons to Drummond. Cruises inside for 2.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Marcus Smart. To Parker. Almost unlucky bounce. Into the front court comes Simmons. Down 4. To Durant. To Simmons. Goes to the left side. Lets it fly from long range. That's what they brought him in for. Allen Crabbe hits the 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
To Cantor. Parker. To Cantor. Allen Crabbe snatching it out of the air. It's Brooklyn's ball.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's a big finish.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, That's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Simmons. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 of 4 now. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Brown, down low. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Simmons with it. Leads 3. Short jumper won't go down. To Marcus Smart. Baseline drive. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Get it, shoot it again.
He makes them both. Brooklyn with the basketball. Seth Curry to Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Marcus Smart. He's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads 1 to Aldridge. No good. Defense catching a break there.
Wait on it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Marcus Smart trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Driving right to the basket. Jabari Parker. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
To Aldridge. Almost, but no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Knocked loose. Brooklyn's got it. Deep two there. Won't go. Surveys the floor. Ben Simmons rejects it. Count the basket inside. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
To Marcus Smart. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Tatum. It's good. In the
NBA playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 2-2.
Staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Jason Tatum with a chance at a 4-point play for his career, 82%. Got it. Enes Kanter, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Got it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Griffin. Celtics come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out. Knocked loose. Aldridge. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Jaylen Brown. You've got to get that one to go. To Seth Curry. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. It seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Kanter. Great looking vision. Goes reverse to lay it in.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Seth Curry to Griffin. Celtics have it. Cantor. Deep left corner. To Jaylen Brown. Able to convert inside. Knocked loose. Seth Curry to Aldridge. Enes Kanter tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Rebound Jason Tatum. To Jaylen Brown. Shot misses there by Smart. Seth Curry. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Celtics have it.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
To Chris Dunn. Work it down to Brown. Cleans the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Good shot.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Irving. Five on the shot clock. Irving. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Celtics have it. To Cantor. Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. He connects off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Got ball. I got some for him.
Jaylen Brown swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Cantor. Shot from the lane won't go. Shot from in close, no good. Jason Tatum able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Irving to Griffin. Kyrie Irving. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Parker. Goes to the left side. Tatum. Message received. Well defended. Jaylen Brown sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Celtics have it. To Cantor. Parker. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
DeMare Carroll at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. To Horford. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some big traps, some big schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally react?
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. To Irving. Marcus Smart with the block. Nets reclaim it. Won't go. Parker grabs the rebound. To Marcus Smart. Kyrie Irving pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum shot misses. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. To Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. To Parker. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Parker. From long range. Jaylen Brown is going to get 3 shots here. A career 65% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Second and 3 is good.
It's like practice.
Hits all 3 free throws. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Aldridge. Probing the defense. LaMarcus Aldridge. Now 3 for 9.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Parker with it. It's an 11-point game. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Here's a chance from long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The jumper's off the mark. Brown with it up top. The lead is 11. The drive, right to the basket. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Marcus Smart at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Nets have the basketball. To Drummond. Irving. Boston secures the rebound.
The NBA Playoffs 2022-21 round Game 1 matchup will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity. 2 seed 8 New Orleans Pelicans seed 1 PHO.
That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
For 3, tough shot. No good for Allen Craft.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Horford. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a chance? Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jason Tatum trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a 3-point play as Boston adds to the lead. Nets have it. Gets it in the right corner. Durant to Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Kyrie, not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Brown into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Parker. There it is, Al Horford. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys should be able to get the final shot. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Seventeen-footer at the buzzer. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Celtics entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking,
The way they gave each other
The
scoring
NBA
opportunities.
playoffs
That really
2022-1 round
I
game
love
1
seeing
matchup will be
unselfish
coming up
basketball
next.
like
Seed
that.
3
Have a look at the
Milwaukee
leading
Bucks, Seed
scorers
6
for the
Chicago
Boston
Bulls.
Celtics. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Steals.
The Brooklyn Nets have already given up a number of steals in this game, and that's indicative of a careless attitude. That must be corrected immediately if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Player of the half.
Marcus Smart was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
To Cantor. Parker. To Jaylen Brown. Curling inside. Another chance. Oh, follows and finishes.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Jabari Parker with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. To Cantor, and it's Cantor above the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Simmons. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Parker. That's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Simmons to Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Seth Curry to Simmons. Fires the three. That's not his range. It's no good. Parker into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Seth Curry to Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, you know you got a problem when you're getting oohs and ahs from the home crowd.
To Parker. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Can't convert the free throw. And it's Cantor. 3 for 6 now.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Simmons to Seth Curry. Down low, Aldridge. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Cantor. To Chris Dunn. Slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Seth Curry to Aldridge.
The NBA Playoffs 2022-21 round Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 5 Toronto Raptors, Seed 4 Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Down low, Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Jaylen Brown. Short jumper won't go down. To Aldridge. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
Parker can't connect. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Chris Dunn. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Brooklyn's ball. Durant to Aldridge. Jason Tatum snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Parker into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Marcus Smart. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Simmons with it. His guys down big. Count the basket. To Parker. Trying to cash in. Shot by Tatum won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Simmons to Aldridge. Al Horford snares the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Simmons to Aldridge. And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Aldridge. Jabari Parker rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Marcus Smart slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle to Allen Crabbe. Al Horford, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Dunn to Cantor. Collected by Drummond. To Irving. 4-3. Won't go down. Here comes the screen. To Parker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Deep 2 there, won't go. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. A couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Allen Crabbe. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Parker. Has a look. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
To Irving. Down low, Aldridge. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Horford. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Brooklyn's got it. Irving to Durant. Big finish at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Irving. Marcus Smart swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Horford. Parker. To Horford. And it's Cantor. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Irving to Durant. Has a chance. Durant can't get that one to go. To Chris Dunn. Can't connect from inside. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Dunn to Marcus Smart. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Durant to Irving. Driving right to the basket. Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jabari Parker rocking the rim. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
Can't connect from in close. Blake Griffin able to recover with the block. Done. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Kevin Durant. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. To Horford. Done. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Marcus Smart trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Nets have the basketball. To Irving. And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Parker with it. His guys holding the big lead. And a nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Irving to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go down. Andre Drummond sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Durant to Allen Crabbe. Irving. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Griffin. Takes stock of the floor. Trying to make his move. Has a look. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Substitution being made in this one. To Parker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Did enough to bother Jabari Parker. Shot off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Dunn. Sizing up the defense. To Jaylen Brown. Dunn. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Boston with the basketball. To Parker. To Marcus Smart. turns and slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Here comes the screen. Gets it in the left corner to Griffin. Offensive rebound. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Parker can't connect. Irving into the front court. His guys down big to Allen Crabbe. Five seconds to shoot to Allen Crabbe. Durant knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Parker. Down to 5 on the 24. Tatum. Not easy.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Irving. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Celtics have it. Parker to Horford. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
2K. 3.
To Jaylen Brown.
Something. Nay.
To Parker.
New.
Has a chance. Parker's shot off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Horford to Jaylen Brown. To Parker. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Short jumper misses. Here's Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. To Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Textbook defense. Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. Defense making the ball handler work. The big fella, Andre Drummond. With that, he's 5 for 9.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, had him going there for a second. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Nets have it. Irving to Griffin. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Parker into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Marcus Smart. Kevin Durant.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Allen Crabbe pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense to Irving. Drummond to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Horford to Marcus Smart. Fires the three. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. To Aldridge. Jason Tatum sends it away. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Parker. To Horford. Andre Drummond with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Griffin to Drummond. To Griffin. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Griffin to Allen Crabbe. Trying to cash in. Crabbe with a shot off the mark. Tight space with the crossover. Has a look and hits off a killer step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Footer at the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics. They've jumped down front 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics came away with the victory in this one. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup.
It wasn't a great performance by these guys. And unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Points in the paint.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
Tatum,
put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.